Accessibility settings.
Working off the muscle, oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. views. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Texans' 43-yard line.
51. Watch the backer. Spone. Hey, exit. Go. 630.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. And sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, 88. Hey, Delta.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Tighten up. Back one. Box it.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be caught. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 51 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Packers 14, Texans 7.
Mike. 18. Hey, check 26. Mike 55. Mike, throw me. We won it. Come to my world. He's got X3. 218.
On second down, Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now on first down. Rolling to his right. And able to find Allen Lazard. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Working from the gun, Rodgers forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Texans scoop it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down.
Lamar Miller, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ballgame, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
He's checking crowd. Slam. Check 3. Check 52. Inside.
On second down now, it's Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's Allison. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey.
open. Here's Allison. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. Lamar Miller. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have taken the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk take.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Flushed out right. Finding fouls complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down carry now for Miller. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And an alley to run. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Montravius Adams. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Jim. Whip.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
That thing what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have regained the lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm coming. Hey, dude.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's in. And they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Watson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Watson now to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Watson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
39 yards there, a big one.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Za'Darius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Irvin to return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's get it together. Come on. Kill. Hey, Charlie.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Again, it's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, box truck. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. No gain on this defense. No. 26. Check 26.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, Wahoo! Come on. Mike, 55. Right there. 55. You look night. Some look night. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Hey, eat. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
10-30. Small.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 39, Mahomes eluding the pressure right.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Pluqk on to kick as he sends it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Cook, not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They begin the drive with Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And off the deflection, it's caught. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Check 13. Check 13. 49. Check 49. Hey, Ringo, 48. Out.
They go play action. Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Switch up.
Play action now. Cousins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
That one good for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Cousins now. Open man here is Conklin. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 7, Cousins, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's now 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Dan Bailey on for the field goal. A 52-yard decision.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score. Chiefs 7, Vikings 3. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
That's the score. Chiefs 14. Vikings 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Thielen, 74 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Watch the pass.
Now Cousins. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
14. Vikings 11. Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
61. Matchbox, right. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 48-yard line.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Yellow. 50, Mike, 50. Check.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes flushed out right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the kick by Butker is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Lucky.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Williams. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Jim.
On play action, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it will be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Cousins to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you play the run. Linebacker.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes now to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To throw is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing is Cousins. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Nice 7, let's go. That's mine.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Pluqk on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Pluqk on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards.
It's a gain of 37. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live my time. It took me